Welcome back to Switch to Linux. Well, today we are going to do Switch to Linux Presents the CDC Zombie Pandemic Preparation Guide. That is right. The CDC actually has a zombie preparedness graphic novel. So you can actually go right on over to the CDC's website, and since everything in the United States government is public domain, we can do with it kind of what we want. So I'm going to perform for you guys today the CDC's Zombie Preparedness graphic novel here on Switched to Linux. So you can go ahead, if you're following along this live, you can go ahead and click on that link down there, and you can grab your own copy of it, and we will go ahead now, and get started. So this will be fun. Are we ready? Are we ready for Zombie Preparedness 101, the Zombie Pandemic, from the Centers for Disease Control in the United States Department of Health and Human Services presents. Page intentionally left blank. I get to pick the next movie. That one's going to give me nightmares. Oh, you're such a baby. It wasn't that scary. You know, that kind of stuff would never really happen. Well, I'm going to go to try to get some sleep. Don't stay up too late. All right, me and Max will be here on the lookout looking for the boogeyman. Mm-hmm. Very funny. Stay tuned for Channel 2 Nightly News. In other news, several people have been hospitalized after a strange virus has been spreading rapidly through the southeast. Huh? Scientists haven't yet identified the virus yet, but the symptoms include slow movement, slurred speech, and violent tendencies. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is recommending that people distance themselves from anyone displaying these symptoms. They are also recommending families gather emergency supplies and make plans in case they're being asked to evacuate. Emergency supplies? Evacuation? What's going on, Max? You can get more information at emergency.cdc.gov. Let's go ahead and check the internet. A zombie virus? What? This does not look good, Max. Let's check the CDC's website. The Emergency Preparedness, cdc.com. An emergency preparedness kit, eh? I better print this guy out. Okay, Max, let's see what we can gather up. Next, the pair go down into the basement. Man, I forgot I had this. It used to be my dad's. He was always listening to the weather reports when storms came through. Guess we'll add it to the supplies. Well, it looks like we've got almost everything, Max. Water, food, radio, flashlight. Look at this list. Oh, yeah, buddy. I guess I need to add some of your stuff in there, too. Well, that should do it. Let's see if we have any new developments, Max. Wow, Max. Looks like they're everywhere. Thump. Huh? Maybe I should take a break from the horror movies, Max. I'm acting just like Julie, jumping at every little noise. What in the... Let's see what all the racket's all about. Snowball, what are you doing? Did Mrs. Clements let you out again? You know you're not supposed to run off like that. Max, leave Snowball alone. Just then, the dull sound of the shuffling and moaning can be heard from outside. Now what? Hello? Mrs. Clements? Is that you? Oh, Mrs. Clements, you don't look so good. Maybe you should go lie down, and I'll bring Snowball back for you. Ah! Huh? Mrs. Clements? Ah! It's me, Todd, your neighbor. You really don't look well. You should go back home. I'll bring Snowball by in the morning. Maybe not. Okay. Let go! Later, Mrs. Clements! What in the world's going on down there? Something weird is happening. I'm pretty sure Mrs. Clements was trying to attack her own cat, and then she just nearly got me. Todd? What on earth are you talking about? Mrs. Clements is a sweet old lady. She wouldn't hurt a fly. I think you got a little too into that movie. No, I'm serious. There is a weird virus going around. Look at the news. Quarantine efforts here in the Raleigh haven't done much yet to contain the spread of the virus. Over half the city is now infected with a new with new cases and are showing up throughout the southeast. Back to you in the studio, Samantha. This is a very grave and dangerous situation. The governor has declared a state of emergency and has activated the National Guard. The governor is urging everyone who is not showing symptoms to stay in their homes and keep their doors locked. The CDC is now working with the local health departments on a vaccine. Until then, bunker down. Don't go outside unless you have to. What? I thought you said this stuff only happens in the movies. What is going on, Todd? I don't know, but it sounds like we better sit tight. Max and I got some supplies together earlier. Maybe we should just sleep here tonight. Minutes later, Todd and Julie have set up the sleeping bags and turned on the radio. Warnings have been issued for the dozens of counties about staying inside, and the area hospitals are being overrun. Oh my gosh. What is it, Max? It's still dark out. Okay. I'm coming. Let's have a peek out and see what's going on. What the? Max, I think we better turn the TV on. There's nothing but snow. Let's try the radio. Stay in your homes. Do not go outside. If you or your family begin showing symptoms such as slowed movement, slurred speech, or violent behaviors, isolate them to a secure area of the house. Stay tuned for more information on where to go. Stay in your... Todd, what's going on now? Ah! To be continued. Brief interlude. Preparedness 101, The Zombie Pandemic, Part 2. Several days later, at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in Atlanta, Georgia. My hero. Dr. Green, I was just on the way to the lab. And, Dr. Chang, we have isolated some samples from the state yet? Yes, the health department sent it in on Monday, and we've managed to map the virus's DNA. It appears to be a highly mutated form of the flu. They've labeled it Z5N1. Interesting. Do we know what the source is? No, sir. The field staff are still trying to investigate where it all started, but several of them have now become infected. The zombie virus is spreading rapidly, infecting 21 people for every infected person. All the more reason to get the vaccine made, and fast. I agree. I've called everyone in on this. They're working around the clock. Excellent. Let me show you something Dr. Gosh has been working on. Thomas has been modeling the vaccine, and now it will work and now it works once it enters the bloodstream. And for same reason we're using the vaccine for the seasonal flu, but engineering it to target Z5N1. And how soon will we be available to distribute the vaccine? Another week, maybe? It's going to take at least another week before we get the first batch going. The entire Southeast could be infected by then, Kim. Get on the phones with Susan's group. We need to get the messages to the public to staying indoors and avoiding exposure. But they still need to start moving supplies out to the states as soon as the vaccine is ready. All right, I'll get right on it, Dr. Green. Thomas, have you talked to Stockpile yet? No, sir. Indeed, they're going to be busy trying to make the call to hold Hudson. Excuse me. Let me restart that one. Indeed, they're going to be busy. I'll make a call to Hudson and let him know what's coming. This is Dr. Khan. No, tell CNN I'll call him back later. Strategic National Stockpile, Hudson speaking. Hudson, this is Green. It's time to round up the troops. Well, we're going to need to have the vaccine ready to go in about a week, and we'll need your team to ship them out to all the med supplies and go with it. Roger that. I'll send them out the alerts to them states and get them trucks ready to ship out. Just let me know when we got the drugs there ready. Meanwhile, back at Todd and Julie's house, we're almost out of food. It's been almost a week, Todd, and we haven't left the house. There's something on the radio. Continues to spread. The CDC is urging everyone to practice isolation. Stay in your homes. If you must leave, go directly to a designated safe zone. Vaccines will be shipped to the safe zones as soon as they are ready. Stay tuned for a list of safe zones in your area. Do you think they'll have food at one of these safe zones? We need to get some food, Todd. We need some food. We need some food. They must. Why else would they tell people to go there? Spalding Elementary, MLK Community Center, and the Jefferson High School. Pets are welcome at the Lee Elementary in Wayne County. That's us, Lee Elementary, and you can come too, Max. Ruff, ruff. All right, but how are we going to get out of here? We're going to have to make a run for it. They seem to be slower in the daytime, and the car's not too far away. All right, let's pack a couple bags and get moving. It's going to be dark soon, and I don't want to be stuck outside with those things. Oh, I've got water and the last of the food, a blanket, a flashlight, and the radio. Let's get Max's leash on, and I think we're ready. The coast is almost clear. There's one zombie just passing the driveway. Okay, as soon as this guy gets out of the way, I'll tell you when to go. We gotta run. Go, 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 go. Oh, Todd, they're everywhere. I think they've seen us. Okay, Max is in the back. Hurry, Todd, hurry. Oh, man, some of them are headed this way. Come on, girl. We're counting on you. But be sure the doors are all locked. Hey, Todd. Oh, go. Boonk. Grr, grr. Wum, wum, wum. Ding, ding, ding. Uh-oh, the fuel light just came on. How far away is that school? What? We're out of gas? We've got 10 miles to go and it's starting to get dark. Well, we better drive fast and take our chances. Just do me a favor and try not to hit any of them. Todd, Julie, and Max race through town to breach the safe zone. The streets are empty. I guess most of them went into hiding during the daylight. We made it! Lee Elementary School! What a sight for sore eyes! Just in time, the car is sputtering out. You folks made it just in time. We're locked up at dusk and don't reopen until the morning. Go on inside and get screened. Sign in and they'll give you some food and a place to sleep. Notice, by order of Wayne County Health Department, all persons wishing to enter the safe zone must be screened prior to entry. I'm Nurse Evans. Just follow me and we'll get you both screened with a simple blood test. Todd, Julie, and Max follow the nurse to the makeshift lab that's been set up. Later, having been screened for the virus, Julie and Todd are cleared to allow to enter the gymnasium, which has been converted into the shelter. Okay, Max, let's see what's going on outside. The CDC has shipped out its first supply of vaccines against this novel virus that has been ravaging the nation. The first round should reach the safe zones as early as this evening. We're saved. I can't believe it. Vaccines! Hey, folks, the vaccines are on their way. Yay! Well, the shelter's erupts and cheers, hugs of tears of relief. Outside the school's protective fences, shadowy figures are closing in. Meanwhile, back at the National Stockpile Warehouse. All right, folks, listen up. We got to go. We got to start shipping out the first round of these vaccines and supplies to the states. From there, the state health departments will divvy up the supplies and take them on out to the various points of dispensing. We got a lot of work to do. Don't expect to get any breaks until everyone's been vaccinated. Now move! Move! Around sunset, the first truck arrives at the gates of the school. Hey, everybody, it's here! It's here! But with the setting sun, the zombies become more active and they begin closing in on the school. Quick, get the truck inside the gates! Here they come! The zombie horde surrounding and overpowers the guards and begins to break into the school, smashing windows and doors, heading for the crowded shelters and the gymnasiums. They're Sarge, we're gonna get overrun! We just can't shoot them, they're our fellow citizens! Oh my gosh, here they come! Run! Back in the gym, people are chatting happily with their friends and they hear the glass breaking. All of a sudden, the zombies break through the windows and the doors and begin streaming in. Mass panic ensues and everyone realizes there is nowhere to run. Todd, what do we do? Run to the lab! Ruby, there's a way out! Todd, look out! No! No! Whoa! Ruff, 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 ruff! Max, ruff, ruff, ruff! Where? Wow, it was all a dream. Oh, Todd, what is going on down there? Thunderstorm's coming. Huh? Oh, I was just having a bad dream. I dreamt the whole country had been taken over by zombies and they almost got us. Ugh, you and your scary movies. See, this is what happens when you watch your horror films. What's that on the TV? I think we better get to the basement. Looks like a bad storm. Turning off the TV, Todd and Julie head down into the basement. What are you looking for? Something that could really come in handy. This. I forgot we had it. It used to be my dad's. I've been thinking we should actually really make an emergency kit in case something happens. But what if we're stuck in the house or had to evacuate? We need to have a plan. Oh, wow. That old thing still works? Severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for the following counties: Prince George's, Barton, Wayne. Wayne? Hey, that's us. Turn it up. Okay, but I'm serious. I think we need to make an emergency kit. I hear ya. As soon as the storm passes, we can make all the kits you want. But next time, I'm picking the movie. Meow. All right, well, that was an exciting read through the zombie apocalypse graphic novel. So hopefully you stuck around with that. If you like the reading style, I do actually do my books in audiobook, and I will be doing my science fiction book in that kind of same vein. Of course, that will be edited. This was completely unedited and read out. I read half of it last night in preparation. But let's just go ahead and just end out by saying, yeah, I mean, there's some funny things. It's very much like propaganda. It's like, we gotta all get vaccinated or we're going to get taken over by the zombie apocalypse. But we should always definitely have a supply, whether or not there is a global pandemic. It doesn't really matter. Make sure you always have some supplies on hand, some extra water. In my case, I use water purifiers, and I'm always storing extras. I think usually on hand about 3 or 5 gallons of water, always purified. Get some non-perishable foods, flashlights. Of course, I have some solar grid systems, including some portable solar stuff as well. I run, rechargeable batteries and everything. Make sure you have plenty of flashlights laying around. Battery-powered crank radios, I don't really have those. First aid kits and things, stuff like that. Always be prepared. That's kind of what this whole thing was about. It's just a comical thing to get you to read through and make sure that you do have some supplies ready. So anyway, I thought you guys might enjoy that. Let me know, did you know that the CDC had a zombie preparation guide? Let me know in the comments down below.